I married a military man, and after college, I followed his career for a while, and we had 2 kids. And I was living in Maryland, D.C., working for a nonprofit Native organization that does business training. And I was there with them for 6 years, and then our marriage ended up not working out. So we moved home, me and my girls, and when I was home on the reservation, and I hadn't been home for probably 15 years, I just noticed there was a scarcity of fresh food options. I mean, everything in Lame Deer was fried food, deli, trying to get, good fresh produce at the grocery store was scarce. And that's probably just because people, if people don't know how to eat healthy, they're not going to try to buy healthy. And so, even like the types of lettuce and the types of produce that were there were really low. So when I was working there at one of the shops, I just started thinking, gosh, how can we provide fresh food options, nothing too complicated, because the restaurant industry can get really complicated really quickly. And I come from a long line of women who cook in large capacities we have large families. And so my mom's one of 5 in her family. And so we've just grown up with tons of, we call them, we're our first cousins, but we call them all brothers and sisters. So we've all grown up that way, like cooking in like an assembly line of eating. And so I just wanted to provide something that was fresh and healthy for my community. We probably have, there's IHS, Indian Health Services, there's BIA, there's the tribal government, there's your schools, there's the college and the casinos. So, you have local businesses and a lot of local traffic, but it's only during the day. Everyone disperses back to either they're living in Colstrip or they, like a lot of the doctors, they commute from Billings every day, which is crazy. That's like an hour-and-a-half drive one way. So during the day in Lame Deer, it's a business hub. It's busy. But then like after 5, it just goes quiet. So just trying to find a business model in food that works too. Because, historically, it's like the more your hours of operation in restaurants is like you need to be open all the time. You need to be open on weekends. You need to be open on holidays. As much foot traffic as you can get through your business is the better policy. But what I have found for my location and where we are and the community that we serve is lunch is really, and we get asked for breakfast, but breakfast and lunch are really like the places to be as far as food goes. And we've modeled our business that way. So we open at 11, we close at 3 every day. We do fresh soups from scratch every morning. We offer a different sandwich special, a different salad special. We try to keep them paired so that they complement each other, like our soups complement our salad or the sandwich. And we do that in food. You can get bored really quickly if you just have the same menu every single day. People get bored with it. I get bored as a cook cooking that way. And I think it's exciting to find different soups, different sandwiches, different salads to offer the community that maybe they haven't tried before. I think in Native communities, we're kind of like used to what we know and we don't really want to venture out. And so I think one of my feathers in my hat that I'm proud of is, when we first opened and we do like just a basic garden fresh salad and everyone wants ranch. And, we make our ranch from scratch, homemade, because I hate bottled ranch. That's just a personal preference thing. But we have gotten a lot of loyal customers to try different dressings. We make dressings from scratch. I make homemade vinaigrettes sometimes to partner with different salads. And we kind of have people are starting to be a little more brave and try different things and expand their palates and do. So that is probably something that I'm really proud of as far as being a cook in my community is we don't have to default to the things that we know. and try to be adventurous a little bit with food because we've just known fried food for so long that that's what all of our community, you go anywhere, any reservation in Montana, and they have the same offerings. There's going to be the same type of JoJo's and burgers and fries and pizza sticks and chicken strips. So I don't even do we don't have a fryer in the shop. We've been asked to do fries. I won't do it because there's a deli. There's 2 delis. There's a fryer at the Dull Knife College. There's fryers up at the casino restaurant. So I'm like, if you want fried food, there's plenty of options for you to go do that. We don't do soda at the shop, so we do fresh squeezed lemonade every day. We brew fresh sweet tea. We brew unsweetened tea. We just try to keep it really simple and offer things that are better for our health because we definitely, with the pandemic and losing so many community members, that was really hard too. Staying open during the pandemic when we were losing probably 2 to 3 elders a week when it really hit us hard. I was doing soups and catering funerals and just offering a free soup for families that I was, connected to, knew their family members that passed. I lost one of my best friends. He was younger than me, actually, and he got COVID and passed away. So it is real, our health, what we put into our bodies, our food. So I think that's kind of where my passion came from or where I wanted to be from. I've always been big on food, like what I eat. And I used to get teased all the time at work, at all my other places I worked at, because I love salads. I love fresh soup. I've kind of impressed myself actually with the different soups that I have never made before, but have kind of mastered now. And then I have just such a great group of cooks in my life that I can, hey, is there a soup that you want me to feature this week? Is there something that you want me to, I put out there that you love? And people are proud of that too. If their soup gets on the menu, that's my soup. Go out and try it. And and then there's some Cora does this amazing pozole, and she always has. She's always been a good cook. But I asked her for a recipe a couple years ago before we started the shop, and it's literally one of my most popular soups. When we make pozole, people are calling, I want an extra large, we're out of soup. We have to double batch it sometimes so that we have enough pozole for everyone. So I just think that it has also created people who are a little more health conscious, especially paying attention to what they eat. We know that in Native communities, the pandemic hit our diabetes community really hard, which is very large on the reservation. And so just people coming in and saying, oh yeah, I'm diabetic. And so we know what options to give them as far as sugar-free, that kind of stuff. So I enjoy it.